Amidst the mid-1800s, in a quaint Tuscan village, nestled amidst rolling hills and picturesque landscapes, Smoo found himself drawn to the humble workshop of Geppetto, a skilled woodcarver. It was here that a most remarkable story was about to unfold, the story of a wooden puppet named Pinocchio. As Geppetto lovingly chiseled away at a block of wood, crafting it into the shape of a boy, Smoo watched with keen interest. It was during these early moments that Smoo first sensed the presence of the fairy, a magical being who would play a crucial role in Pinocchio's journey. The fairy, with her turquoise hair and a heart filled with kindness, had been drawn to the scene by the sheer purity of Geppetto's wish to have a son. She watched as Geppetto's hands worked tirelessly, and when Pinocchio was brought to life, the fairy knew that her role had just begun. Pinocchio's adventures were far from ordinary, and his mischievous nature often led him astray. Smoo, being the watchful companion that he was, couldn't help but witness Pinocchio's antics and the lies that followed. One day, as Smoo observed from the shadows, Pinocchio was caught by a carabiniere in the act of mischief. In a panic, Pinocchio lied to the officer, claiming that he had been mistreated by Geppetto. Smoo knew the truth, but he also knew that Pinocchio's nose would betray him sooner or later. Indeed, Pinocchio's nose grew longer with every lie he told, a visible reminder of his dishonesty. Smoo, shocked by the sight, hissed at the elongating nose, hoping that Pinocchio would learn the value of honesty. As Pinocchio embarked on his explorations, Smoo was there to watch over him. When the puppet found himself in trouble or the target of bullies, Smoo intervened, using his acute feline senses and combat skills to lend a helping paw. One such encounter involved the notorious fox. Smoo watched as she tried to deceive Pinocchio with tales of riches, tempting him to bury his gold coins in the field of miracles. However, Smoo, ever vigilant, sprang into action, fending off the sly fox with a fierce hiss and ensuring that Pinocchio's precious coins remained safe. But despite Smoo's guidance, Pinocchio's mischievous nature often led him off track. He found himself lured into a puppet show at the Great Marionette Theater, where he sold his schoolbook to buy a ticket. The fairy, watching over Pinocchio's journey, recognized his folly but also saw his potential for change. She told him that if he could be consistently good for 1 full year, he would earn the right to become a real boy. This promise served as a beacon of hope for Pinocchio, motivating him to make better choices. With Smoo as his loyal companion and the fairy's promise in his heart, Pinocchio's path began to take a new direction, one filled with valuable lessons, growth, and the possibility of becoming a real boy. Pinocchio's transformation into a real boy was almost derailed on the last day of school, when his close friend Candlewick enticed him to visit the land of the toys. Temptation clouded Pinocchio's judgment, and he agreed to join Candlewick on this reckless adventure. However, that night, as Pinocchio lay asleep, Smoo came to his aid once again. In a vivid dream, he showed Pinocchio a chilling vision of his future, a future where he was transformed into a donkey and sold to a cruel circus master. The horrifying prospect shook Pinocchio to his core. With newfound determination, Pinocchio woke up, realizing the peril that lay ahead in the land of the toys. He knew he had to escape before it was too late. Smoo, ever vigilant, supported his decision. Together, they confronted the malevolent master of the Toyland, using Smoo's teleportation powers to fend him off. With the evil threat banished, Smoo transported Pinocchio back to the day when Candlewick had extended his fateful invitation. This time, guided by Smoo's wisdom and his own determination to be good, Pinocchio declined the offer, avoiding the land of toys altogether. As a year passed since that pivotal decision, Pinocchio had remained consistently good, embracing valuable life lessons and making amends for his earlier misdeeds. The fairy, now convinced of Pinocchio's transformation, fulfilled her promise. She appeared before Pinocchio and, with a tender kiss, turned him into a real boy. Smoo, with pride and joy, watched as Pinocchio embraced his newfound humanity, his wooden puppet body now lifeless on a chair. The journey from mischievous wooden puppet to a real boy had been a tumultuous one, but it was a tale filled with valuable lessons, growth, and the fulfillment of a promise made under the watchful eyes of Smoo and the benevolent fairy. With one enchanting chapter concluded, Smoo knew that his fairy tale quest held many more adventures in store, each filled with wonder, magic, and the potential to change the destiny of those he encountered.